Hello, I am Gekko and I am still a broke cosplayer, and in my last video I bought the cheapest Rem cosplay I could find, and this time I bought the cheapest Mitsuri cosplay I could find because I've been dying to do a Demon Slayer cosplay and I like Mitsuri. I think she's kind of cool, so I just wanted to cosplay her. So I'm gonna tell you whether this cosplay is worth buying or not. This was the cosplay I got. It was from AliExpress and it was about 30-ish euro, which isn't too bad for a cosplay, but I haven't looked at it or anything yet, so I don't know what it's gonna be like, so I guess we'll find out. The wig that I bought was a little bit more expensive. This was about 35. I got this one because it's a lot thicker than the other ones I'd seen, and I was okay with spending a little bit more on the wig considering the cosplay itself was so cheap. Most Mitsuri wigs are really like thin. You can't really get the braids with them, so I just went with this one instead. It's still not great. I've already styled it. It's not the best wig in the world, but it'll work, and that's all I care about. And the sword I got at Dublin Comic Con. This was 35. Not the best sword. Instead of these being like ribbon or whatever they are, it's just plastic / foam painted, and the blade is purple rather than pink and just a straight line. But again, it will work, and I didn't want to spend like 60 euro on a sword I'm gonna use for one cosplay. I'm gonna start going through the cosplay now, I guess. So the first thing I pulled out was the socks, and already not a fan. The tops aren't hemmed, they're just cut, so they're like rolling. They're fairly stretchy, but the fabric turns kind of white, so if you have thicker thighs, probably not gonna work for you and probably not gonna work for me. The next part is the belt. It's just a belt. The next part is the Harry, which I'm definitely not saying correctly. This seems fine. Couple loose threads, but not too bad. It's not lined, because do cosplay companies ever line anything? No. The next part is the shirt, which I didn't expect to be short sleeved. I don't know why, I just didn't expect it to be, and it's hemmed like on the outside. I don't know if you can see that, but that's kind of weird. My one major issue with this shirt is the way Mitsuri's is there's like no button here, so it's like kind of a circle around her chest. This doesn't have that. It's just buttons all the way down, so I guess you just have to leave a couple of buttons open, but that's not gonna sit right, I don't think. And this is the over shirt. It just has like thing printed with like vinyl, I guess. One thing, I had to button this up to like show you, and the buttons do not fit through the holes properly. That took me a solid 5 minutes just to button these up. The pocket is just two pieces of ribbon just sewn on there, and you can see like the backs of it and stuff. There's no pocket there. I am not impressed with this cosplay so far. The Rem one was far better and far cheaper too. The next part is the skirt, which seems fine. It's wrinkled from being in the bag, but it is elasticated, which is nice. I prefer elasticated skirts with cosplays. They're just more comfortable. So I'm gonna go and put on the cosplay and we shall see how it looks. And this is the full cosplay on. I didn't bother with the socks because they were awful and uncomfortable. They fit my thighs fine, but they just kept rolling down still. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a new pair of these. The wig's fine. It's a little bit shiny, so I'll just use some baby powder or dry shampoo to fix that. Apart from that, it's fine. Very poofy. It has the 3 braids and then the 2 going at the sides, so I like that with this wig. I don't know if the sleeves on this are supposed to be like this. Maybe they are and I'm just being stupid. I'm not sure. But they're like sewn at the front. Would be a great place to store stuff though. I did have to pin the shirt because it just didn't sit right at all, and it still kind of doesn't, but I did the best I could with it and it looks okay. Not great, not terrible either. I'll deal with it. The skirt is a little bit too long for my liking. It's like almost at my knees, just a bit too long for me. I'm gonna hem that. The pocket, terrible. I'm just trying my best to ignore that and hide it with this. But apart from that, I think this cosplay is okay. I definitely think it's worth the like 30 euro for it, because most Mitsuri cosplays I've seen are between 60 and 70 euro, and this one's fine. I just have to alter a few pieces, but that's fine. It saved me like 30 or 40 euros, so I definitely think if you're looking for a cheap one, to go for this one if you're willing to fix it up a bit. If you're not, go for the more expensive one. It's probably better than this. That is all for this video. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate if you give it a like or maybe subscribe, and if you have any other characters you'd like to see cheap cosplays for, let me know and I'll probably do them. That is all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!